culture here. I had a very funny but personal story to share with you today. And this story is actually going to relate to business. It's going to relate to life and just success in general, right? And basically what I want to bring up is about, a couple weeks ago, I went skating, right? I went skating with my aunt and my cousin, right? We went to this place called Hot Skates in New York, Rockville Center. And that was my first time skating in a long time, right? Like, I haven't skated. The last time I probably skated was the first time I've ever skated. I probably was about 11 years old or something like that. But here I am for the first time. I'm like, sure. They're like, skating is fun. We go pretty often. Why don't you come with me? Why don't you come with us, right? So I'm like, sure, why not? So I go with my aunt and my cousin to the skating ring. We get our shoes and whatnot and all that stuff, and they're playing some awesome music, right? Like, they're jamming some good music. I see people who have their own skates. There's people who are using the skates inside the place, right? I was one of those people. I didn't come with my own skates. My aunt actually came with her own skates, so I'm like, she must be a pro at this, right? So I see people. Before I actually set foot on the actual skating ring, I see people doing their thing, people spinning around, doing tricks, all types of acrobatic stuff on wheels, right? And it's 4 wheels. You get two shoes, you get a boot, right? And it has 4 wheels on it, right? And that's how you skate, basically, right? Not ice skating. This is very different. Well, a little different, I should say. So, like I said, this is the first time. So the minute I set foot on that damn skating ring, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it was not good, right? It just was not a good scene. I was trying to keep my balance, and stuff like that. And everybody's looking at me. They could tell I'm an amateur and stuff like that. And I'm just basically trying to watch and observe everybody around me to see how is it that they're so good at skating so fluently, right? Of course, you have people there who have been skating for years. They've been, some of them have been in competitions and tournaments and stuff like that. So you had people doing some crazy tricks. I wasn't one of those guys trying to do the tricks. I was one of those guys just trying to get my bearings, right? I was trying to just get the hang of it. So there I was, right, trying to, keep my balance and stuff like that. And everybody just telling me, just relax, man. And that's really, and they're right. They're just telling me, just relax, man. Just let go and just kind of glide and go with the flow. But lo and behold, here I am getting laughed at by people, right? Some people I'm passing as I'm going around the ring and they're laughing at me hysterical. Next thing you know, guys, I bust my ass, right? Like, I drop on my butt, right? I don't know how I fell. I think my legs went in the air, but I kind of hurt myself. Like, my ankle kind of got twisted and all this stuff. And everybody was laughing at me on the side of me, right? And they're like, oh shit, he just fell and stuff like that. But anyway, I get right back up. And guess what? After I get back up, I started skating way better than I was skating before, right? I started gliding more. It kind of was like that fear that I had when I first stepped on the skating ring went away completely after I fell. Now, what am I trying to explain to you here? What am I trying to relate this story to you that happened to me? This funny story where I bust my ass and people were laughing at me. And after that, for the rest of the night, I was good. I wasn't some pro spinning around and stuff like that, but I had the hang of it, right? I was able to do the generic go around the ring thing like everybody else, doing my skating, having fun. But if I never fell, I wouldn't have become fearless, right? I wouldn't have become comfortable. And what a lot of people don't realize is that whether you're in a business, if you're an MC, I don't care what you're doing, if you want to have success in what you're doing, you got to realize that everybody falls. Everybody makes a mistake. The problem is that we have been groomed and programmed to believe that we don't want to make a mistake. We're afraid to make a mistake. We're afraid to allow ourselves to fall. But really and truly, it's in that fall and us getting back up again, that's where our breakthrough happens. That's where we reach the next level. That's where we get to a whole new level of life, a whole new level of income after we have our fall. But the problem is, so many people are so afraid to have a fall. They're so afraid to take that leap of faith, right? And we tend to go about life wondering what if, right? When we don't truly have to wonder what if. All we have to do is put on our skating boots, get in that damn skating ring, right? And do what we gotta do until we bust our ass. Because after we bust our ass and get back up, we're gonna be better skaters, right? Every time we bust our ass and get back up again, we're gonna be better skaters. That's kind of how business works, right? And any kind of success at all, that's really how it works. But the problem is, you can't be afraid to make mistakes. You can't be afraid to take a leap of faith. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself, right? You can't be afraid to do those things, because once you do those things, the fear goes away because it's no longer an unknown feeling, right? And that's what people are afraid of. People are afraid of uncertainty. Oh man, what if I buy this training product and it doesn't go how I want it? Oh man, what if I join this business and things don't go as I want it? Oh man, what if I do this and I don't get the return on my so what? At least you took a leap of faith. At least you're actually one of those people who took a try and you're actually taking action on what you want out of life instead of being afraid of actually going out there and skating and enjoying yourself, right? I could have been afraid and said, I'm not going to put on any skates. I'm not going to skate. I'm too good for that. I'm afraid of busting my ass. But no, I said, this is a fear that I got to get over, right? And if you want to have success in business and life, you got to realize that you got to get over your fears to reach the next level. You got to be willing to fall down to get stronger, to get better, to get more efficient, to get more effective. You got to be willing to do that, right? That's just what it is. So even in business, I've bust my ass to have success. I've bust my ass over and over again to learn what I need to learn. And that's why I'm successful, right? Because I'm willing to bust my ass. I'm not fearful of what's going to happen next. I'm actually optimistic of what's going to happen next because I know I'm willing to learn, number one. That's number one. I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to take action on what I learned. As long as I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to take action on what it is that I learned, success is inevitable, baby. I really don't have anything to worry about, guys. And that's what I'm trying to tell you is that you got to be willing to fall in life, right? Embrace the mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers, right? The pencils have erasers because people know you're going to make mistakes. You got to learn to embrace mistakes in life. And because it's not about, see, a mistake that's not a good mistake is a mistake that you get, but you don't learn from it, right? Mistakes, you're supposed to make them so that you can learn from them and get better, guys. And with that being said, guys, I just want to share that funny story with you of how I got better at skating, but how I had to bust my butt and fall on my ass before I got better and got the hang of skating. I might go back next week, right? I might go back next week because I'm feeling more confident now, right? I'm feeling more confident than last week. So I might go back next week and actually go skating again. But without any further ado, if you're in a business, like if you're an MCA and you need training and step-by-step mentorship to convert leads into sales and you're tired of not getting the commissions you want, click the first link in the description of this video. The first link in the description of this video will take you to a page where I founded the MCA Training System Pro, responsible for lots of success in the business. You can get access to that in the description of this video. That's the first link. And if you're in a network marketing business that's not MCA, that's like a different network marketing business that may be like MLM or something like that, Herbalife, Amway, Monavi, companies like that, click the second link, right? The second link, you'll be able to request to join a secret Facebook group where I basically help network marketers master, the business of building a team, recruiting, and helping your team have success as well, guys. So without any further ado, I just want to share that funny story with you. Be willing to go out there and bust your ass because that's how you're going to learn and that's how you're going to get better, guys. I will see you guys on the beaches of the world. This is John Belcher. Peace.